All right, guys, several of you keep sending in these lever locks. And while I always appreciate getting locks to do videos on, I've done one on these recently where I did a cutaway to show how they worked. And big clue, of course, is this key. This, by the way, looks like a frame, and this is a 6-lever lock. But you notice how flat this is. So that ought to tell you there's maybe not 6 levers all stacked. Instead, it's double-sided. And you have a double-sided key, and these things work quite well. There's a very strong spring in the shackle, so don't put your finger like here, like I've done in the past, because it will pinch the devil out of you. Anyway, I guess that's pre-OSHA days. And inside of there, when you get it open, you can see 3 levers on each side, and there's also 2 cutouts on the shackle. So 3 levers hook into there, and the other 3 on the opposite side. So very cool locks. They're quite difficult to pick, despite their fairly simple design. And that's because you literally have to pick both sides at the same time. I kind of find myself cantilevering picks in there, trying to find different ways. But I got to thinking about this, and we discovered a technique on master lock number 3 is called the wrapping technique, where you put pressure on the shackle, and then you would strike it on both sides, alternating. And there's 2 locking levers on the master lock. On this one, there are still 2 locking levers, or actually locked on 2 sides, but they're all located like right here on the single side. So, and this is spring-loaded, so I thought that maybe the wrapping technique would work on these guys as well. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. I have a hammer. I'm not going to use the brass side. Ideally, for maximum transfer of energy, I'd use the brass or even a steel hammer. But given the age of this thing, I mean, this is a beautiful lock, and it even still has some of that gold wash on the opposite side, the original finish. This side, it's completely patinaed away, rusted away. But anyway, getting back to this, I'm not going to use the brass side because I really don't want to cause any damage to the lock. Instead, I'm going to use this nylon bushing side. Okay, when you do this, I've tried several different angles. The best way, you don't waste time beating on the body. Instead, go right for the shackle because that's what's in direct contact with all those 6 spring-loaded levers. And instead of trying it like this or different angles, just right from the side here is what I found works best. So just give it a couple of good wraps, and it will pop right open. Again, nylon, so you're not going to be doing any damage. I've got another one here. I was curious if that was just a one-off. So somebody else sent this guy in. This is an almost identical lock. Not quite, the slightly different cut on the ears, but it has the same type of key, so it's a double-sided. It also is 6 lever, and I'm almost thinking that even the font is the same, but the one on the right's a little bit different, gold seal. So let's try this one as well. Also, the shackle is slightly more rounded, but I don't think it matters. It's got the same locking mechanism. It ought to be susceptible to the same type of attack. So again, you don't have to put your fingers up there, and please don't put it back there like that. It will get pinched. Again, the nylon side, right on the side of the shackle. And that is how quick it is to get into these old 6-lever locks. Anyway, guys, appreciate your time. Stay safe, stay legal, and keep sending those locks. Otherwise, we might run out of videos. Anyway, guys, appreciate your time.